Clap, let's go. Twat waffle. Man. Well, I guess this is an inaugural motor vlog. We'll kind of see how the audio and the video does. The video, I think, is okay. But I think the audio is the one that I'm just kind of super concerned about. I guess we'll see. Internal sun visor initiate. Those are nice people. Amazon and neighborhood and their shitty fucking poles. I think we're okay. I think I got video. What is up, folks? Need for Steve back at it with another video today. Got a whole entire new Motovlog setup. Currently using my Insta360 GO II for my camera, and I bought a Rode wireless microphone that sits behind it for my audio. If this doesn't work after some testing, I might just upgrade to one of the Insta360 4K editions. I don't know. But I figured I'd give this a ride. It was kind of the cheapest option. I think altogether it's about $500. I already had the camera for over a year and I never used it, so I'm like, well, I would like to get back into motovlogs again, so I will guess I'll just use this and find something for audio. The nice thing about the Rode is it'll just record audio right as soon as you turn it on, which is awesome. So there's just the backup. It's easy to, transfer over to the computer and, do all that shit. So, what are these fucking people doing? Probably should have tested the view on the camera, but that's probably fine. I guess we'll just kind of see. But zombie outbreak response team, right? They're gonna fucking leave you stranded in an apocalypse more than anything. But yeah, man, I haven't made a fucking new vlog in months. But just kind of MIA. A lot of it just been working. Recently just got back from my trip to California. Didn't vlog there, mostly just because I didn't have anything to vlog with, so just finally getting the pieces together. I'm hoping the audio isn't so shitty on this that'll help, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, I got still have the 2020 Grom that's gone through 3 top end rebuilds, I guess. I don't know how to say it. Essentially, I did a big bore or stage 2 kit from DHM, which is DHM motoring. He does Grom stuff. At the beginning of the year, that was great. I put about 3,000 miles on it. Had a problem with the straight up fuel pump. If you decide to put one of those in your Grom, me and my brothers, both of our Groms got clogged with metal fragments and more or less seized the piston, or started the piston of oil. So that happened back in, I want to say it was July, and so I'm like, well, I guess I'll just do a stage 3, because I'm like, a stage 3 isn't much more expensive, and you get a little bit more power out of it. If I'm honest, there's not much of a difference between a stage 3 and a stage 2. The stage 3, you have to put premium gas in it. What else? Heck is it? You get like a high compression piston, so I think it revs a little bit faster, but in all, they kind of do the same. But I did it after the stage 2 piston got starved of oil. I'm like, well, it's time to put a 5-speed in it, so now the Grom's got a Takagawa 5-speed, which is awesome. I did that, and I did the stage 3, probably less than 500 miles on the first stage 3 piston. There was more oil or more metal fragments that got caught in the oil pump again, and it starved it. So I totally grenaded that piston too. Did another stage 3 rebuild with a Katako, or Taka, no, I think it's a Katako high compression or a high flow oil pump. So that's what it's been running. I literally got mine back within, like a week, and my brother blew his motor. I think one of his exhaust valves just completely shattered inside of his piston, so he, like I said, whole top end rebuild was fucking trashed. So he's like, well, I'm just gonna do a big bore kit. And me being me, I'm like, I really want a big bore kit too. So now I've got a Koso 170 big bore kit on this thing. I've got a A-Racer tuner. I got this D-Sport or Sport D display that tells me my engine temperature and my air-to-fuel ratio. Or I think so. Wideband O2, I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff. He just told me to keep the parameters on it, but with this thing, I can do 70 constant, it's fine. It's like windy today, and I can still push 60, 65 with no issues at all. So if you're looking to do a big bore kit, I would honestly go from like a stock Grom and upgrade it. Realistically, the stage 2 and the stage 3, I mean, they're okay, but having done all of them, I wish I would have spent the money on the stage or on the big bore kit. Essentially, the next thing, if anything ever implodes on this thing, is probably going to be a 4-valve head, just so you get a little more power out of it. But for what it is, I'm pretty happy with it. It's like riding almost like a small mini supermoto. It's even more fun than a stock Grom with a 5-speed. It's fucking magical. It's such a fun motorcycle. So 10 out of 10 would recommend doing that if you could afford it. Not gonna lie, I spent a lot of money on the Grom, more than I'd care to admit. I could probably have bought 2 more Groms, maybe a Grom and a half with it, but such is life. This is what it is. It's just that one thing that I like to spend my money on because I enjoy doing it. I kind of miss making motovlogs, and so I'm like, well, you're just gonna go. Good job. Fucking retard. I'm like, I know it's a mini motorcycle, but goddamn, don't be a fucking retard. But yeah, I'm currently just going back to Kohl's to go return a purple Panda microphone that didn't work with the Rode wireless Go microphone audio set. But yeah, man, this year has been a riot with things. Like, I got a job early last year for working at Amazon and got fired from there in March for something that was totally not my fault, but fuck Amazon. I mean, it's a great job if you need a second income or you're desperate for monies, but 10 out of 10 wouldn't work for Amazon again. Although I do deliver for them, which actually isn't all that bad. Turn it off with a key. So yeah, I think I'm still going. Cool, I'm still recording. Got audio. Got a new Leo Vince exhaust. It is way more quieter than the Vance & Hines. The Vance & Hines was just a bit much. As you can see, I've got the Koso 170cc. I also have what they call a Juggernaut oil cooler. That is by far the cleanest fucking oil cooler for a Grom you can buy. Again, super kind of expensive, but totally fucking worth it. That thing is hands down phenomenal at keeping the Grom at the cooler temperatures here. But I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video and the recording. I'll be back with you guys in a minute. All right, back from the Amazon. Well, Kohl's, but you know, the Amazon, it's whatever. Start this motherfucker up. Although if there's one thing I don't like about having this is I can't use my heated groups because the electrical on the Grom is not sufficient enough for the power on the A-Racer and this one, so I got to kind of sacrifice things. But I did actually get rid of the quad lock. Love quad lock, their system's fucking awesome. I went with a Peak design case, almost like quad lock, but they have a matching wallet so I can stick it to the back of the phone because I always lose shit. Getting to the age where I'm becoming fucking senile. But you know, it's like just like quad lock, but you know, we use it sometimes when I need to use GPS mounts, but most of the time it sits in the Grom Purse. So, but yeah, it's kind of the new things with the Grom here. It runs like a fucking champ. California, man. California, riding down the PCH between Santa Monica and Malibu with a big bore Grom. By far the funnest experience on a motorcycle I've had on this thing. I've rode a lot of incredible roads in Colorado, but that section of the Pacific Coast Highway will always be my absolute favorite. Yeah, I mean, curbs that way. Dumb fuck. But yeah, I mean that's basically just kind of what I've been up to. It's been kind of hibernating, taking a break from social media. I still browse YouTube videos, but I've got a lot of older content that I still need to siphon through, but part of me just kind of wants to dump it and upload this and just kind of go from there. But telling you, man, internal sun visor is life. We'll never ever not own a helmet that doesn't have an internal sun visor, especially if you wear glasses and don't have some shades. The internal sun visor's life. That's pretty much just what I've been up to. I got a new truck. I bought a 2022 Ford Maverick. And for a small pickup truck, I think we'll get, I got like 28 miles a gallon from here to California consistently. I was pretty stoked about that. Just, you know, for being me and hauling mini motorcycles, it's perfect. The only downside is it takes like 87, but 87 is the cheap shit on the West Coast. Fuck, gas in Malibu is at like $7 a gallon at some spots. I don't know how you guys can afford to live out there. Yeah, but it was good. It was a nice vacation to kind of take with the dogs, go to the beach, go rip down the Pacific Coast Highway like 10 times. It was awesome. Had a lot of entertaining, unexpected things happen on vacation, but one is we got to Morro Bay really late, and we had left the dog food in the back of the truck. I woke up about 4 a.m. because I wanted the chapstick out of my truck. I walk out and I see a fucking raccoon just standing at the end of my truck. I'm like, I didn't think anything of it. I literally walked back inside. I'm like, did we bring the dog food in? I'm like, no. I go back outside and those fuckers ate like an 8-pound bag of dog food. Like, seriously, there was nothing left of it. Like, there were some remnants of it, but they had got their like greasy little paws all over my truck. I'm like, fucking raccoon prints everywhere. That was kind of hilarious. So there was that. So I ran over a squirrel. That's probably the revenge for doing that. We actually had rented some ATVs in Pismo Beach because I've got like an 8 acre or 8 miles of dunes you can go run off-road stuff where you can drive your vehicle off-road. When I was going up a sand dune, I didn't get enough power, so I was gonna try to bank around and just go back down. Ended up jumping off of the ATV and it rolled on me. A 400-pound machine rolling onto your back doesn't feel too well. Such is life. It's probably the getting even for running over a squirrel with a truck. So, but I was able to walk away. I mean, those ATVs there are already all so fucked up anyways. So we bent the handlebars and the display cluster was all fucked up. It's like hanging on by zip ties, but you just clip it back on. It's fine. You'll never notice a difference. I mean, the handlebars are already bent on those things. We just kind of, they were all like compacted forward, just pushing them back, and it was fine. The refrigerator at our second Airbnb in Malibu didn't work, so I had to go buy like a thermometer from like Walgreens or CVS to show Airbnb that it didn't work. The guy had somebody come out and try to fix it. He's like, oh, the coils are dirty. I'm like, no, your refrigerator is broken. Got like $300 back from that, which was fine. All in all, it was a great time. I enjoyed it. I totally want to go back again. They said that all the Californians are all mad about being able to drive on the beach, that I think beginning of 2024 you won't be able to do it anymore. I don't know, the guy said it was due to clams or whatever the fucking reason, but he's like, yeah, you can't have any fun in California. I'm like, I get that. Fucking charge you like everything. They charge you for fucking everything. If it's plastic related, they charge you for it. But still, like I enjoy going back to California if I'd ever want to live there. Every time that I've gone there, it's been awesome. You know, I did that Goonie ride back in March. I got a vlog about a real shitty Z125 that I rode. This thing was fucking clapped. Like king of clap nation there, but you know, it's whatever. But honestly, I'd rather pay fucking $4 a gallon instead of $6. So the only benefit they have there is you can lane split. So, but yeah, overall it was a good time. But again, just working. But again, I appreciate you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.